Always rearranging.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Esports Report presented by the Xbox One, the official console of MLG. My name is Courage. On this beautiful Friday in New York City, I'm joined by none other than Max and it's Mr. X.
Yep, I am here.
It's unfortunate, but you have made it.
Yes.
I saw you were just impersonating me in the chat.
Special Friday show. Yeah, I told chat that you like to eat chicken and munchkins.
I mean, by my stature, that seems about right. I'm not going to deny that.
Okay.
I do enjoy eating both of those foods.
Yeah.
Great show today. Typically, we cover
E3.
a lot of Call of Duty news, but today, the big thing on everyone's mind is E3 coming up in just a few days. Bethesda kicking things off, and you have the Microsoft conference, EA, PlayStation,
I'll be there.
Sony. You will be there.
Yeah.
Okay, you're covering some stuff.
I'm going to be there on the floor.
Who's joining you? This is the best part.
Maven.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Me and Maven are going to be covering E3 all week long.
Why?
From out
why
there.
is it-
We're
why
going to have
is
a
that
camera
thought to
crew.
be a good idea?
It's an awful idea.
Well,
No, it's actually a fantastic
You're
idea.
going to get into a lot of trouble.
It actually started as vacation for me. It turned into... I was going to go anyway.
yeah.
Just kind of walk around, like hang out.
And now you're...
And I was like, hey, you guys want to make some ish? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Ooh.
why not?
Okay,
Ooh.
okay, very nice. So
Some
you got,
ish.
you got the big
Yeah.
offer, and Maven loves all those single-player games, so I guess you'll focus on competitive stuff more.
I'm just going to focus on good
Anything?
video games.
All right.
There you go.
Can't blame on that. Max, anything on your agenda, or just continuing to live the life of Max?
Yo, I love E3 every year.
Yeah?
I really sit home and I watch all the press conferences. Unfortunately, I'll be at work watching all the press conferences now. So Bethesda, obviously the first E3 conference. I'm really looking forward to that. Some Doom news, some Fallout 4 news. We'll get into that a bit later. And then Square Enix, looking forward to their press conference as well. Kingdom Hearts 3, one of my favorite game
Yeah.
series. So hyped. But
So what we're going to be doing on today's show, because I don't think Jack explained it very well.
no, he didn't.
We're going to be going, console by console, Xbox, Sony, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Talking about what we hope they show, what we think they're going to show. To show you some clips of some games we know that are going to be there. And then after we go through all the systems, we're going to go through the best games that could possibly be esports. And show some video from each one and potentially why they could be esports. So, pretty good show. Also, Black Ops 2 Throwback Tournament semifinal recap. And then a preview to tonight. Going to be a fantastic best of 11 series.
Yep.
$5,000 on the line. Complexity versus Optic, that's going to be a great one as well. Also, going on today is the Steam Summer Sale, Day 2. The new deals just came out. I think Steam is on there, but I don't know if you have it pulled up. But
Yeah.
a lot of great stuff available. Matt, what did you wind up buying before? Unreal
I
Tournament?
bought Unreal Tournament.
Yeah?
Like all the collections, I was really good at Quake and Unreal.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Xbox, but
Unreal 2004, one of my favorite games of all time.
Unreal Championship, the original Xbox Live game. It's played against Pocket.
Really?
Just shows how old we are. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then
Nidhogg.
what else did I buy? Oh, I bought Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein: The New Order.
Oh,
Bought
really?
That today.
And
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
the expansion pack too,
It
or
was like $12.
oh wow,
Yeah.
I need to
Can't
pick
beat
that one
that.
up.
And that's NBA 2K15 is like $15, like 75% off. It's some pretty nuts stuff. So major deals going on. Be sure to hop out on your computer, pick up some stuff there going on all the way through the 21st. So many opportunities to save a lot of money, to say the least. But
Get a lot of awesome games.
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean the best of the best for sale there. So we're gonna kick things off with the E3 preview show. We've been talking so much about game news the past 2 weeks, so much hype, but really today we're gonna break it down by company, by presentation, what we're looking forward to. And obviously, the first one we're going to start off with is Xbox.
Xbox.
Their conference is first. So I'm sure, Matt,
Monday
you want to
morning.
can you possibly look up the E3 schedule so we can
Yeah,
take a look at all
the Xbox One is Monday morning because I know
Monday or Tuesday?
Monday.
Okay.
Monday.
I get
When is
to
Bethesda?
E3
Sunday, I believe.
Sunday night?
Yeah, Sunday night.
It should see. I think it starts at 9 West Coast time. The Xbox One, 8 or 9.
Oh, okay.
So
That's like
that's
12,
what, like 12 Eastern.
Yeah.
And then it ends at like 10.
Okay.
10 West Coast.
Cool.
So that's Monday.
Yeah, obviously a lot really on the line for Microsoft in this press conference. A lot of talks about console wars, who's winning what,
Yeah.
and really big thing for Xbox this year is going to be first-party titles, in my opinion, coming out and showing what they can really, bring to the table compared to Sony, who have Destiny as one of their major exclusives, like quote-unquote exclusive, getting DLC first. As far as just console sales, they really need to just start bringing in more people. Obviously, one of the biggest titles we're obviously going to see this year is Halo 5 Guardians. So
Yeah, Halo 5. You know, we have trailer for it. I believe this is the full trailer. I actually didn't get to see the entire thing of this, but you know, it looks kind of good. I know we both played the beta, Jack. I don't know. Did you play the beta, Max?
I did. It was all right. It was fast paced. I felt like it was pretty fast paced.
Yeah, it was a pretty good beta.
I didn't play the elimination type game mode, the one where you know what I'm talking about.
Like the team deathmatch type
Yeah,
game mode.
where it's like you only have one life.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's a
Oh,
trailer on your
that
screen.
game mode. I know.
Yeah.
It's almost like an S&D type thing.
Right, that game mode was really fun.
I played it like twice.
But some of the new mechanics in the game were really good. I like the I like the new like hover feature when you jump in the air, you aim down sights, you hover for a little bit.
Yeah.
I love the fact that the BR is back and the new design for the BR was awesome in my opinion.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were skeptical on the new aiming system.
It's good though.
Oh, I think they've done an exceptional job with it, and also looks like it doesn't look like any other type of aiming system that we've ever seen.
Right.
So I'm excited to say the least to see how that one winds up working out. This is more campaign stuff.
Yeah.
The whole campaign storyline so far looks like Spartan Locke versus Master Chief, or
Right.
something
Right.
along those lines, where you have to kind of decide who's telling the truth in the story. I'm guessing that.
Where it seems like they're just Locke is looking for Chief.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna find more about the single player.
Hopefully this week.
I think I read somewhere that part of the story has to do with the UNSC declaring Master Chief AWOL.
Oh, like him crazy.
Yeah, like
because what? How does Halo 4 end? Cortana goes crazy, right?
Cortana dies. Oh, spoiler.
Cortana dies.
Cortana dies. Spoiler.
Yeah, it's
If you haven't played Halo 4 by
Yeah,
now,
play Halo 4.
Yeah.
You're probably not gonna play.
I didn't play
Probably
Halo
not
4,
play
but I don't care enough.
Alright.
I didn't play the campaign.
I like the
yeah.
campaign in Halo 4.
yeah, campaign was fun. in
Campaign
Halo
was
4. I
sweet.
played the campaign more than the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Wow. Bold statement.
Yeah, it is.
So Cortana dies. So who's the AI with Chief now?
I don't believe he gets a new one.
Because what? This looks like.
Those-
This is the. Is this the end of? This scene was at the end
This
of which
is
game?
Halo 2.
Halo 2, right?
Yeah.
This is the beginning of Halo 2. The first mission is
Oh,
when
yeah,
you
yeah,
throw the
this is
bomb
the
off
beginning.
ship. Yeah.
Oh, this mission was so epic back in the day.
Oh, yeah. But this was also shown a lot for, like,
Cinematic purposes, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
This whole voiceover is all about, like, the legend and then, like, learning what's true and what's not true.
Right.
Right. Like, was Chief's whole kind of existence just kind of like a lie?
Yeah. Now, the big thing is, obviously, the Halo franchise used to be one of the titans of Xbox. It still is, but is it big enough to
Sell consoles,
help
really.
help the console after what
I
the
tell you
failure Master
what.
Collection was?
The Halo story and campaign, like the lore around it, has such a huge following.
Yeah.
That if this story, like if they come out and show like campaign and like tease a little bit of the story and what it's about, and it looks badass, I think people would just kind of jump on it.
Well, that was the big thing with the Master Chief Collection as well, was the multiplayer was unplayable, to be quite honest with you, the first few
Yeah.
weeks. But the game itself still got such a high rating on sites, like critic sites, because of the 4 campaigns that were carrying it.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
that's just how good the Halo campaigns are. Is that
I
if
mean,
you
Locke
bought...
looks like a badass character.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
Have you seen Nightfall, the web series?
No.
I haven't seen that.
It's sick. I watched it. I believe it's 5 episodes. It came out with Master Chief Collection. It's actually really, really good.
I'm guessing that you think that's like the AWOL chief who's like been excommunicated? I have
Yeah,
no idea.
I think a Forerunner enemy like pops up right here,
Yeah.
and then he reveals his hood and it's Chief.
Yeah.
Wasn't this the first trailer they ever showed?
Yeah.
This part right
Yes.
here?
Maven in the chat says Halo 100% can sell consoles, and that so like a lot of copies. Will the multiplayer hold up? Yeah, that's kind of what I think, Maeve, too. I think the story and just the brand alone. I mean, people will be interested to play the story. I'm sure it's going to look amazing.
And they already announced a bundle, if I'm not mistaken, for Halo 5 Guardians with an Xbox One
Yeah,
console.
there
so
will be a
yeah.
custom console.
they
so.
definitely need to go all out on it.
Oh, they're gonna.
They announced the 15 or 16 free DLC maps.
Right.
You gotta hope this is, I mean, they already showed they had a ranking
That's
system in
Cortana's
the beta.
Dog
Tag?
tag, yeah.
That looks like the most badass Transformer.
That's a-
That looks like that's definitely a Forerunner.
Yeah, that thing's
Yeah.
huge.
Oh.
Oh, hi, Chief.
Gosh. Has there ever been a character cooler than Master Chief? Honestly.
Solid Snake.
He's definitely one of
Stop
those,
you
yeah.
and your Metal Gear
We'll-
Solid.
We'll talk a little bit about Solid Snake later.
Yes, please.
But I'm excited. I think Halo, they're definitely going to push it hard. I
Yeah.
mean, it has to be kind of the lead for Microsoft at E3, but I think we're going to see a Gears of War 2. Don't know
Really?
if it's going to be a full remake or a remastered version
Yeah.
bundled with some new stuff, kind of like MCC. But what do you like? I think the Gears franchise is one of the coolest. I mean, the graphics for it at the time were just unreal.
When you think of the golden age of the 360, what are the two franchises that come to mind?
Halo and Gears.
Halo and Gears.
Yeah.
So if there's ever a time where Xbox One can resurge, it's because Halo finds new life again in a successful launch of Halo 5 Guardians, an overall solid game. And so far, I mean, signs are pointing towards that. The beta was well received, even though there was a ton of changes. There was a ranking system in it. There was
the maps were cool.
It was competitive,
new guns.
it was focused.
Yeah.
People were really excited for that. Now, Gears of War. A lot of people have been rumoring, and there's been some leaked gameplay that people think online of, hey, is this a remake of Gears of War 1 or just the Gears in general? And then they're going to completely add a whole new Gears series on top of it, like add more to the game. Because recently, Black Tusk, who got the rights to make the Gears of War game from Epic, changed their name to the Coalition.
Which is Gears.
Yeah,
which is
and
Gears,
they basically, in the video where they talk about it, they're like, I think it's their studio or head was like, we want people to know just by our studio name what game we're making.
Right.
Like it was like, oh, the Coalition, that immediately makes me think of Gears of War.
100%, yeah.
So I think they accomplished their goal with that.
Because we haven't seen Gears in a while, but it's such a large franchise.
Well, Judgment was awful.
Yeah.
Gears Judgment was awful.
Well, that's when Cliff left
Epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cliff was gone. Cliff wasn't even part of that game.
Right.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
But like, if it's a full remake of Gears 1, I'm fully on board. I'm going to buy it.
Oh, yeah.
Gears 1.
That's what kicked it all off.
Yeah, was like, it was a campaign mission with, it was really dark, and there was the enemy that would like attack you when you were in, whether it was the light, when you were in the dark.
Oh,
the Krill? I don't know what they were called.
Yeah, the Krill,
Yeah, that mission was one of like the most intense like
I
game
remember
like moments I've ever had on 360. So, and like Gears of War 2, like one of like my favorite multiplayer games of all time.
And there's been a lot of rumors that the Gears franchise is going to go back to the darker side.
Yeah,
I mean,
it should.
Yeah.
If you've played the Gears of War campaigns, there are few games as bleak and dark for an FPS as that game.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, in Gears alone, suicide in the game is a major factor between the characters. Like it's crazy how deep they make it. And now to come back to Xbox, I think it'll bring back a lot of the older audience who maybe hasn't transitioned to the Xbox One yet or hasn't been sold on it. I think this is really the big time they could sell.
Right. And then something else I'm also excited about that Rare seems like they have kind of a mystery project that they've been teasing. Rare, obviously, you think Banjo,
Conquer,
Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
Yo, Perfect Dark Zero, a launch title for Xbox 360, was one of the first
really good.
One of the first games I got.
I never got to play it.
Oh my god.
Really, Perfect Dark was cool.
And then,
so many different cool guns, like the X-ray guns, and it was sick.
Like back in like the days of like GoldenEye and N64.
Yeah.
The other like first-person shooter on N64 was Perfect Dark, that everyone like raved about.
And then it also had a. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was like the left bumper that controlled your cover mechanic.
Yeah.
So there was like you can roll on the ground, and then there was also a cover that you can go like third person.
Yep.
So that was one of the first games to do that. But
and now new project, you mean like a completely new IP? Or
we don't know.
Might come back
they just say mysterious new project. I mean, you'd imagine they'd kind of want to use one of those.
Yeah.
Right.
Big names.
And now for everyone wondering, where can we find out if these things come true or what we're talking about comes true? Remember, the E3 conferences start this week. So this upcoming week that comes up, be sure to tune in, and then we're going to break them down each day on the ESR, talk a lot about what we saw, look at the trailers that wound up getting released. Massive week for gaming coming up.
Yeah, and then me and Maven will be there, obviously sending some coverage back.
Oh, yeah.
First party and Xbox exclusives, going to be big for Microsoft this year.
In my opinion, the most important thing.
Yeah, most important thing. Forza 6, that was announced. Got a little bit of a trailer for this. Forza, definitely one of Microsoft's kind of crown jewels.
Oh, absolutely. Forza Horizon 2, which is like the
highest rated Xbox One game, right?
Yeah, there's Forza, which is just like the straight up racing one, and then Forza Horizon, which is like more of an open world traveling, like just driving wherever you want. This would be going back to more of a racetrack kind of racing theme.
A racing simulator, yeah.
This is the brand new Ford GT. This is it being shown off in real life at the Ford conference.
Okay, that is sick.
Yeah, Ford announced it in partnership with Microsoft as well as, I forget the company name that makes this game.
That is sick.
Turn
That
10.
looks like a
It's
Ford
turn 10.
Lambo.
What is it?
Turn 10.
Turn 10, yeah. So, looks incredible.
Yeah.
That's obviously, that looks like the cover art that we could wind up seeing.
Gorgeous.
Probably.
But the Ford GT going to be the car that is kind of sent everywhere with this game. Remember with with the last Forza, it was like that one orange car that you saw everywhere with the game. I can't remember the maker style.
Was it an Audi? Audi R8? No,
I don't remember. But either way,
but yeah,
each
I know
time
what
they
you're
ship a Forza, it's always got like one car centered around the game. And
Right.
this time it's the Ford GT. Forza Horizon's or Forza just in general, the big racing game on the Xbox One, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean,
It used to be Project Gotham. You remember that?
Oh, my God, Project
yeah.
Gotham Racing. PGR3 was one of my favorite 360
Now we're
games.
going way back.
So, yeah, like when you think of racing games, you think of Forza, you think of Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
But as far as a racing simulator, people have really heralded Forza as, you know, the end-all, be-all. And Forza, especially for me, I know my 360 bundle came with Forza 2, and I played the crap out of that game. So, Forza 5, you know, they always bundle a Forza game with a console. So that's one thing to look out for. And then, obviously, we announced this, I believe, last week on the ESR.
Rise of Tomb Raider.
Yep. Lara Croft is back. And an Xbox exclusive.
This was what we mentioned too. I think Ben was here and he said this is one of those game series that when you think of the ones that have been around for so long, like Tomb Raider doesn't come to mind, but really Tomb Raider's been out for years.
One of the first games I ever played.
Yeah, and now it's kind of like a relaunch from what I understand, Max. They're kind of like giving it a rebirth to the series.
They're taking a whole like different direction with it.
Yeah.
If you think of when the first, the last, I guess, like remake of the Tomb Raider came out on 360, or was it Xbox One? I believe it was Xbox One. It kind of plays like Uncharted a little bit. You guys ever played Uncharted for PlayStation?
Yeah.
So that was like a prequel of Lara becoming like the Tomb Raider. And now this is really, like Ben said on the show a couple weeks ago, it's going to be like her actually like discovering like her treasure hunting self. And like it's going to be a little more action packed, I believe. But I'm feeling there's going to be a little more platforming to it this time around.
It's an exclusive for 1 year.
Right.
So,
really?
Yeah, is this kind of, I guess, Xbox's like quick answer to probably, I mean, we'll talk about it later when we talk about Sony, but what we all think will probably be Uncharted 4.
I mean,
you got to think so.
Uncharted 4, when you think of PlayStation exclusives, Uncharted has to be in your top 2.
Uncharted is a major Sony franchise.
Yeah, I mean, now that Killzone has kind of fallen off, which used to be one of their major ones.
My God.
Resistance.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Uncharted definitely takes the cake.
This game will be cool.
I think it'll be successful.
I'm excited to see some gameplay from there.
I need good single-player games to play.
Yeah.
Because I can't play multiplayer games with these two. Those make fun of me.
Yeah, some games absent. It seems like we won't see Crackdown, we won't see Scalebound or Quantum Break. I think I saw in an article that they said they have too many games to show here at the Microsoft press conference.
Works for me.
Yeah, it works for me too.
The one I really wanted to see most was Quantum Break, if I'm being quite honest with you.
We saw that last year.
Yeah, last year where it was like the time.
The glass breaking.
Yeah, like time, like you could take control of time. Weird setup, but overall really intriguing. Unfortunately, we will not see them this weekend. People have been saying, you know, maybe we'll see them at Gamescom or just later on in the year in general. But then big ones we could possibly also see Guitar Hero Live.
Yeah.
Where they could work with a major rock star in general. There's been some rumors of it possibly partnering with someone that's could bring in new fans to the series.
When they did the announcement, like the big announcement press conference, they had Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance. He was there. I think Slash was there. I might be wrong on that one.
Slash always works with them.
You put Slash and a guitar in front of a video game, it's going to sell. He was on the cover of Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah,
so
they've always worked around.
That's huge. We might see that also just because, you know, Rock Band will probably be at the EA press conference.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. And then probably my favorite game that's going to come out this year, Metal Gear Solid 5. Have you guys played the Metal Gear Solid games?
Yes.
You have? Okay, good.
Never touched them.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to shift this way now.
Yeah? Go ahead.
Have you never played a Metal Gear Solid game?
Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel.
You've never played MGS?
I've never played an MGS.
Dude.
I'm sorry, man. I grew up playing Mario games and then Halo and then COD since Call of Duty 2.
Metal Gear Solid 2 might be the best game ever.
It's a Vulcan.
A vulture, you mean?
No, it's a Vulcan from...
Oh, from Counter-Strike?
Counter-Strike, yeah.
Standing on the edge.
I think Solid Snake has to go out there with one of the coolest characters in all of it.
Right. Well, this is Big Boss.
Right.
Right. This is like still like the prequel, I guess, series if you want to kind of consider it.
So you really do know a lot about this.
Metal Gear Solid is my favorite game franchise of all time.
Did you play Phantom Pain? It was so short.
No, that's Phantom Pain. You talking about Ground Zeroes, the prequel?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like I beat the game in like 2 hours. It was extremely short. It was just mainly to serve as a prequel, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, Metal Gear Solid 2 was probably one of my favorite games, and I'm so excited to play this game.
The graphics look sick. Do you know anything about the story of this one, Max?
It's Big Boss after the PSP games, Peace Walker and Portable Ops.
Oh my gosh, you really know a lot about this.
Yeah, so it's Big Boss like on the run, and he looking for. This is like in the build up to the original Metal Gear games,
right?
Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 for NES, where he's trying to look for Outer Heaven and try to build up his organization.
Is he rubbing someone's ashes on his face?
Is he? That's disgusting.
But the Solid Snake story ended in 3?
No, 3 was a prequel. 3 was the Snake Eater.
Okay.
That was the introduction of Big Boss,
Yeah,
and finally playing as him.
Someone's human ashes.
Metal Gear Solid 4 ended
Right.
Solid Snake. So you're playing as essentially his like father, which he was like
Dad,
cloned
yeah.
from. So like he works with I believe he creates an organization called the Diamond Dogs in this game, and those look like the shells from Metal Gear Solid 2. If you guys play Metal Gear
Oh
Solid 2.
my god, you actually know so much about this series.
I'm telling you, this is my favorite game series of all time.
You know what, Matt? I think we just leave the studio and let Max talk about Metal Gear Solid.
There's I believe that's not it's not Otacon, but the one major thing for me that's different is
It's Outer Heaven?
Outer Heaven. Yeah, that's the name of like his like
Yeah, I knew that.
his place.
I knew that.
Yeah, so what is it? David Hayter, who has voiced Solid Snake and Big Boss for like all of eternity, he's not voicing him in this game. It's Kiefer Sutherland from 24.
Oh, that's actually pretty sick.
Yeah, so
that's pretty
I mean like it's a good replacement, but just like if you it's like if Master Chief had a different voice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you feel like you might be getting. You got to see how you feel once the game starts getting played.
Right, like if you start off Halo 5 and it's like Puckett saying, "Okay, that's awesome," you're gonna be like, "Oh wow, this is different."
Especially when it's Master Chief he's
Yeah.
voicing. So overall, multiplayer not a thing in this.
No, Metal Gear Solid 5 is gonna bring back Metal Gear Online,
Okay.
Yeah.
which was kind of like a failed experiment the first time around, but Metal Gear Solid had a popular online scene really on the PSP with Portable Ops.
Okay.
I played the crap out of that, but they're really gonna bring it back for this game, and then Metal Gear Solid 5 is really gonna be open world. It's gonna be like
Really?
massive to explore, yeah. And we announced yesterday there's gonna be microtransactions in the game, so don't know how that's gonna work, but just watching this, it's so beautiful. Like
Yeah, the game's sick.
the cutscenes, like when you sit down and watch like a long Metal Gear cutscene, you feel like you're watching a movie.
So we're gonna talk about this later on. But we can kind of preface it with this game.
They
first.
should really make a Metal Gear.
Do you think this game has any chance of being competitive in the multiplayer?
Oh no,
Metal Gear?
no way.
No,
You really know nothing.
He just said you could play online. I had no
Right, but
idea.
it's not.
Okay.
No,
I just didn't know.
it's just like it's Metal Gear Solid is a single player game. Metal Gear Online was like, oh wow, okay, you can play online with people. That's cool.
Hey, you never know. You said they're trying to bring it back. If there's a 4-on-4 thing,
Well,
A game that could be competitive, though. We're going to talk about next.
yes,
or
yeah,
is meant to be competitive.
that's Metal Gear Solid 5. I just went on a
Yeah.
little rant about how much I
That's
love that
fine.
game. But
I love it, too.
next game,
Smite.
Yep.
For the Xbox One. Definitely think it's going to be there in a big way. We have a video with that man on the left.
Oh my
we
God.
all know who he is.
He's so handsome.
Exciting features here. The first up,
Look at those
we can
hand
talk about
gestures.
the Item store, which I'm extremely excited for.
Yeah, it's really cool. You're going to want to get the sneak peek for the store by enabling upcoming features under the options
So you've
menu.
seen a lot of Call of
One of
Duty
the
players
main
who play this.
strengths that
We were actually watching Fizzard play this.
Yeah,
with
Fizzard and
Killa.
Killa playing this was more
few
like
minutes ago.
more than a comedy show.
Oh, yeah.
It was incredible.
Recall. You don't have to worry about getting caught with your
now the
pants
one thing
down
that
if someone
I'm
tries to
like,
gank you.
one thing that
They
makes me
ever
really
see
happy
it
about
come
looking at this
online.
game, I played it on
Another
PC and
cool
beta.
feature is the ability
It looks
screen.
really
So you
simple
can
just to pick up and play with a
get
controller.
access to the new
I got to play it a lot so far
Yeah,
on
one
the
of the
Xbox
bigger
One.
weaknesses
You like
we've
it?
had
It's
with
really, it plays
the
really
Samsung
smooth,
thing,
and
actually
you
upgraded
feel like
the
it's
phone.
natural to
So
play
when
on the
you up
Xbox
on
One
the
on a
default
console.
Oh wow.
corresponding
I
buttons
played it
level
in
up that
beta
ability
on
to make
PC
it
as well,
completely
and
We're also
honestly,
introducing a
if you
new
haven't
mod
had the
in
chance
this
to check it
patch.
out yet,
El
100%
Quashi is
recommend
the
playing
god
it.
of the ninth layer of hell.
It's got the
Yeah,
whole ranking
these are all
system involved in it.
precautions
It's
known for
definitely
having
going to be a
great
really
first
successful
buzz
game
that
on
goes
console
into
as well
zone
as it is on
out.
PC.
Keep in
And
mind, El Quashi's
last
great
year was the
if you
first
are
time they ever held their world
sometimes you're-
championships for it, and had a
Yeah.
1.3 or just shy of $3 million prize pool because of
Yeah.
the crowdfunding. Crazy successful so far.
Yep.
And I mean, Scott's there, Gandhi, to make sure it's all going.
Yeah,
the
they're
right
good.
Yeah.
They're in good hands. They're in good hands.
Then
with Gandhi.
we all think maybe a Minecraft story mode. It's been a rumor.
Telltale developing that one.
Oh, really? This
Yeah.
is like a confirmed thing?
Yeah, it was announced last year, kind of, I believe, and yeah. So hopefully we see some like gameplay of that because
So
like Minecraft, like survival games, like I don't really want to consider Minecraft a survival game,
Yeah.
but like DayZ, H1Z1, games like that, I don't like to sit down and play. Minecraft is one of those games that I can just sit down and just like build stuff for hours on end.
So when you say Telltale, will it be a part of like the Minecraft? Like I'm gonna play Minecraft and now there's a story in it where I have to complete quests,
Or is it its
will it
own
be
game?
like how Telltale has its own Walking Dead series or Game of Thrones series?
I think it's the first option you said.
Okay.
I don't know
'Cause, I mean,
quite
really,
too much about
What's
it.
the
but
only goal of Minecraft right now? To kill the Ender Dragon currently?
yeah,
right?
Like to build stuff, make a cool base. See
I
what you
mean,
can
build stuff, yeah, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
isn't right now considered beating it by killing the Ender Dragon? I think that's really what people have the general consensus.
Right.
Is. So
Yeah.
we'll see if there's more stuff added to the game like that. I think that would definitely boost
Yep.
Minecraft sales and overall hype about the game. But another big announcement as of late, the Xbox One terabyte console.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That was needed.
I mean, I think a lot of people will agree. I never thought I would ever fill up my 500 gig console that you get on release, or that came with the Xbox One.
It's Phil.
And already I'm at like 94% full, and
Oh,
I,
jeez.
I don't know what to delete now off my console.
It's hard to
save
pick.
space. So definitely keep your eyes out for that. We know it's fully been announced. It's already come out to the news, but will they talk more about it? Are there still some features on it that we
Like-
haven't heard of yet?
Special was the Advanced Warfare Xbox 1 terabyte? It was, right? The special one in the package?
I don't know.
I feel like you're right.
I think it was.
might be correct.
Like if they come out, like start the show with like Halo 5 Guardians. Here's some gameplay. Boom.
Yeah.
Here's a special Halo 5 1 terabyte model. Like boom. Consoles.
Yeah.
Consoles sold right there.
Right.
So
Then this one actually had me interested. We were looking at it a little bit. Oculus Rift and Xbox One partner up.
yeah,
Yeah, this is
This is
big
like the
news,
end
to
of
say
the
least.
Kinect, maybe.
I mean,
maybe.
that's what a lot of people are rumoring. We do have a video here showing what it looks like to play Forza on the Oculus Rift. This surprised us, to say the least,
Yeah.
of how it looks in-game. This is Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, just kind of talking about the future. When you buy an Oculus Rift, it now comes with an Xbox One controller.
Really?
Yeah. And now here's the tip. Look, this is what it looks like when playing the games virtually. So you're
Wait, what?
You're in a room,
Wait, what?
and there's your screen. So basically, you're sitting in your real-life room playing a game, but now you're
In
playing it
another room.
in a virtual room,
What?
looking at a completely different screen. I mean, I saw this before. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I'm sure maybe there's a reason for it, but that kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah, it kind of catches me
That
off
was
guard a little
that was trippy.
We also have a picture of the Oculus dashboard that they showed at the presentation, and a lot of people were saying, this UI looks really sleek. They want to
Yeah.
see it
Yeah, that is sleek.
hopefully ported into the Xbox One in some way. I remember I was reading it on the Xbox One subreddit. People were just overall really pleased with how this looked. People are optimistic about how the future of Oculus and Xbox will go.
Right.
'Cause I remember we all remember when Facebook bought Oculus Rift. The people who support Oculus thought
Yeah.
it was like going to burn to the ground and die, but
Oh, yeah.
apparently it's
No,
still doing
yeah,
very
it's
well.
still doing pretty good.
So-
Something they've already announced is the new Xbox One controller model.
Yeah.
What is the big difference between these?
So, you have the Xbox One controller? Bust that
two?
out, baby.
I don't have it here.
There should be one
There-
down there.
there's
to your
down there,
right.
yeah.
Check.
So this is the code for it, so you can't really
There it
see
is.
from this angle.
So yeah, you can't tell from here. Actually, you can tell on the box. So you see on the box,
Right.
it has that wire coming in, Jack.
Yeah.
This is gonna still be here,
Okay.
but then you're also gonna get a 3.5 millimeter
Jack.
Yeah, I think,
next to
I think we have a picture of that.
next to the chat adapter.
Do we?
Yeah, I
So-
think we do.
You're gonna get that, and then I believe.
Yep, there it is.
There it is.
Oh wow.
Perfect. You're also, I think they said they sharpened the bumpers a little bit. That the,
Really?
Yeah, the bumpers are sharper. I think they.
That's good. That's much
yeah,
needed.
Yeah, they're not as like roundish.
Let me see.
They're going to be more kind of sharpened like here, I think, to be more defined. Like there will be actual definition between bumper and
Okay.
trigger, I believe.
Good. That's important.
So that's a little bit of a change with the one controller, which I think you can't complain about that.
Well,
I
yeah,
think-
no, the PS4 one has a 3.5 millimeter jack on it right
Yeah.
now. So I told the story before, but I don't know if you were here. My roommate has a PS4, and I had no clue if he had his iPod headphones plugged into the controller, and he was playing and listening and talking through his iPod headphones online. So if you do that with Xbox One controller, that's great.
That works.
Yep.
Now,
Interesting.
that's a look at some of the things we're predicting to see there.
Yeah.
I mean, or expect to see.
Expect to see what we want to see.
This is now what we want to see announced at E3.
New dashboard.
The new dashboard is number one.
It needs to be a
100%.
new dashboard.
100%.
Needs a new UI. We were kind of arguing in the office like how
Yeah.
long it took the 360 to really get its UI
Yeah.
like down, and we had an article on that. We can actually bring it up. Should have kind of like all the evolution of the
So, if you've
Xbox
been around
Live.
since the dashboard
Oh my
looked
God,
like this,
the
you've been around
blades.
since
the
2005.
blades. Yeah.
There's PGR3 that you guys were talking about in
Perfect
the,
Dark
in
right
the
there.
game series. Now, if you scroll down a little bit more, That was from, I think, 2005 to 2008, and then this was like 2008 what they revamped to, if I'm not mistaken, and then this is like 2011 what they wound up getting, or something along those lines.
And then the newest one.
And then if you scroll down just a little bit more, this is the one that is most recent now on the Xbox 360. So you can see drastic changes over time. In the beginning, just strictly games, your friends list, it got the bare minimum done. At the bottom, you see Netflix, all the different apps you can get, shows, much more entertainment-centric of a console.
Were you a fan of the blades? I was a fan of the blades.
I mean, the blades were
the
a
colors?
throwback. I'll never forget the Halo 2 times playing with the blade dashboard layout. Big fan of it. But I mean, I think it's improved. I think it improved. I kind of like the new one. I didn't have an issue with it on the Xbox 360. But my biggest thing with the Xbox One is it just feels clunky at times. And I'd love to see that kind of improved. They've done massive improvements to the console since the beginning. I was the fourth.
You have the 360 right there.
Yeah, I was the fourth person in line at my GameStop when the Xbox One came out. I got it day one edition and everything.
Just look how smooth, look how easy this is to navigate. Just go to Jack's screen real quick. I mean, just look at it. It just makes everything so much easier.
It's very smooth.
There's it's not like it just feels so
It's not
smooth.
like okay, how do I buy a game? You don't really know how to even get there on the Xbox.
Yeah, everything just loads instantly. I mean, it's absolutely great. So you gotta love it. Even the ads load quick, which is kind of funny. But overall,
You can come
your
back to
apps,
us.
you can come back to the system. It's really, hopefully they make some sort of improvement to the Xbox One because I think that could vastly
Windows 10 might
overhaul
Windows
their
10,
system.
yeah.
And yeah, people are thinking that with the Windows 10 integration, that's what happened. But also, a lot of thoughts that Windows 10 won't be integrated for a while because they still haven't even previewed it on the PC first. Basically, they would put it to the PC first, really get it primed out and working very well and
Work out the
smooth,
bugs and stuff,
then brought it over to the Xbox One. So it's still a little bit away.
I just hope sometimes things will snap and then you have to go through the dashboard to unsnap and they won't just unsnap. I don't have it connected with my Xbox One, that's why. So can't just be like Xbox unsnap. So friends list, maybe spice that up a little bit, make it a little easier to navigate and use. Like when you're trying to add people, it's a whole process.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then in terms of a system functionality, I think we all just really want compatibility with any USB headset.
Any USB device in general.
Yeah.
I can't charge my phone with my Xbox One.
Really?
It's a struggle.
I haven't tried that yet.
I just feel like I have weird issues at times with the ports. I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe I just don't know how to use USBs well, but I've been using them for years.
I mean, I had a PlayStation for a little bit. I ended up giving it to one of my friends just because I wasn't using it.
Yeah.
But you can plug any USB headset into it.
Anything,
I mean, you can plug anything
really
into
easy.
it. It picks it right away. Yeah, I'd love to see that with my Xbox. Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, said probably their best first-party content year ever.
Yeah.
Gonna be at this year's E3. So.
I mean, that's a bold statement.
very
Absolutely bold statement, and much needed right now for the console. Been outsold by PS4, I think, every single month since its release except for one. And that was, I think, December when they had the ridiculous deals for the Xbox One where you could basically get it for 6 cents and a ham sandwich. Something along those lines.
6 cents and a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
No, I think we all wanted to see Halo 5, more of
100%.
it, campaign, multiplayer support, multiplayer footage. I actually think they're going to give more support to MCC. They'll probably kind of announce something with that.
Yeah.
That they'll really kind of bump MCC all the way up until Halo 5.
Do you think there is? I saw that Bravo and Golden Boy will be there.
You'd expect them to be there, though.
No, but I'm saying with Bravo there, do you think they're going to do any HCS announcement?
Maybe something like that.
The
Really don't know.
series, they very well could.
Yeah.
So, Halo 5, obviously, big talk. But now, in regards to the other exclusives, possibly with Rare, I mean, we mentioned it earlier, but Conquer, Unreal, Banjo-Kazooie, Dead Rising 4, Mech Assault, Perfect Dark.
Maybe one of those games comes back.
Honestly, it
Mech
wouldn't
Assault?
surprise you.
I went back and looked back. Mech Assault 2 Lone Warrior. That game was awesome back on Xbox. I completely forgot about that
Throwback.
game.
It would be like Titanfall, except without getting out of your Titan without the guns, just straight max.
Yeah.
I think probably the best chance you see out of those games, probably Banjo.
Really?
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna release Halo 5, why put another first-person shooter out there? If you can get a platformer, kind of compete with Ratchet and Clank and stuff like that, Banjo has a huge following.
Oh,
and when was the last time we had a Banjo game?
A long time.
I think they had one for 360, I think.
But it's been more than decent.
Yeah, it's been a long time though.
Dead
Mass
Rising
Effect
4
maybe?
Yeah.
You never know. Doom. We've
Doom.
heard some talks about Doom.
Doom's definitely gonna be at Bethesda, but hopefully
we have a video here, but maybe it'll be shown as well at.
this is just a really teaser, really short video of it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Gosh.
god.
Bethesda's showcase
Oh
is gonna
my
be
God.
something
Yeah.
special.
It's gonna be so sick.
That like 10 seconds of like just a demon walking around with cannons on its shoulders.
Yeah.
Makes me so hyped for that game. But hopefully they show up some like gameplay at the Xbox conference, because we saw when Titanfall was announced, it was at the Xbox conference, it was at the E3 conference,
Yep.
EA conference. It was all over the place. And then
Expect the same.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. It was announced a while ago. We haven't really heard much about it.
Yeah, people are kind of torn on this subject because it's made by the game company who made the last two Tony Hawk series, and they weren't extremely well received, to say the least. I think that's the best way to put it. So it'll be interesting to see if that one winds up working out well. Alan Wake possibly getting remastered.
Possible.
A lot of just kind of.
You played Alan Wake?
I've never touched it. No.
Super good game.
Yeah.
I haven't played it.
What
You
type?
haven't played it either?
What type of genre does it feel?
It's a third-person adventure. It's a little scary, so I guess that's probably why you haven't played
won't touch it.
it. Yeah.
Won't touch it at all.
And then this game,
The
been
Division.
Division.
I
This
believe.
is- This is the game I'm most excited
Yeah.
about since I got my Xbox One.
I believe the beta might be Xbox exclusive. I think
Really?
that might be something you
Wow.
hear about that. We actually have a video from the Division.
Some of the gameplay, and my goodness, is this game beautiful looking. Some of this is from very old that they originally showed off a while ago, but now this really is the first part is newer gameplay, and it looks beautiful. Tom Clancy.
Is it? What is it? Does it have to do with like zombies, like infected people or something?
Not too sure.
I think it's like a sickness that takes over, like some sort of disease or
Yeah.
something takes over, and basically a lot of people get sick, a lot of people die. These are survivors. You're in the city of New York, so it looks absolutely gorgeous, and you got a lot of weapons. A lot of weapons.
This game looks sick.
Oh, it's on Christmas.
Yeah, I
Great.
think everybody wants this game.
Okay,
Oh, absolutely.
I know where we are.
I mean, like,
I'm setting the waypoint
does
to
Xbox really grab Ubisoft titles for like exclusivity in terms of
Check your
like,
map.
when quote unquote exclusivity?
Maybe. I mean, they have a bunch of really nice looking games coming out.
Like, look, let's think of like Ubisoft titles, right?
It's pretty close.
Ghost Recon,
Alright,
Rainbow
follow
Six,
me
and Splinter
this
Cell.
way.
I think out of those, we haven't heard anything about Ghost Recon in a long time. I
No,
think
they
that-
actually released the Ghost Recon Online. That was really
oh well,
good.
yeah, but I played that. That was actually pretty fun. But in terms of like remember Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter?
yeah,
Yeah.
Getting a
Um,
reading over here.
Like I think that's probably the most likely. Rainbow Six is going to be everywhere with Siege.
right.
And then when's the last time we heard about Splinter Cell and Sam
Must have
Fisher?
been the last train out.
Isn't there a movie coming out?
Look how sick this is.
Looks like
That was
everybody
11 days
panicked.
ago. That shows like the train there, people running. Doesn't look too good.
Okay.
This is a very long gameplay, but we just want to highlight some of the fighting parts because that is honestly what everyone's looking forward to.
The co-op in this game is going to be extremely fun.
Oh, and a lot of
This
the
must be
physics of
where
the
they were
game
talking
too
about.
are top notch. They spent hours and hours just working on
Watch your
the
step.
look of how you shut car doors when your character walks up to them. So,
Really?
like if a car door's open, your hand will like glide against it.
He didn't
close
pay
it,
for
like-
the train ticket.
That's offensive.
There you are.
He should go back and swipe his card.
So I'm guessing he's got 40 bullets in his gun, 128 overall.
Okay,
He's
we're
got his
about to
little
unlock
party
our
down there
base.
in the bottom
It's up
right.
here.
So you can
I like the heads-up display here. Very clean. Lets the
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing
person
too
really
cluttered.
take the
Third
entire
person
screen.
game, obviously.
Okay, this is beautiful.
Heads up.
And you can see this is where stuff kind of starts popping off. So there's a loot system to this game. So that's an elite guy in the middle. And the orange type of loot that winds up dropping is the highest
behind the truck. I'm marking them up for you now.
is the
Okay, let's
highest
take these guys out
like
first,
level
as
of
quietly as possible.
loot you can wind up getting basically.
Alright,
Gotcha.
Ryan, let's change up our skills.
So there's like skill trees and kind of what you can wind up getting. You can see they'll show them off here in a little bit. There's like a first aid sort of thing going on.
Left here.
He mentions pulling aggro, so
You guys good to go? All good.
Yep.
you kind of see
ready?
there's gonna be some
Alright,
in-depth
here we
tactics
go.
in this game.
He's down. Get the last guy, get
He's
the
got a
last guy.
vector.
He's getting away.
Yeah.
Vector.
Got incoming.
Alright,
Silence
let's go.
vector.
Watch out, Call of Duty Ghosts.
He gets lit up a little bit there, so you can see there's his health, which I'm guessing is the 1400 part right in the middle.
Holy crap.
Was the last Splinter Cell third person? Oh, I mean, that was a stupid thing. All Splinter Cell are third person. This kind of reminds me of Splinter Cell, like the way like the combat system kind of looks.
Yeah, he almost got axed in the face.
Did you play Advanced Warfighter Ghost Recon?
I didn't touch any of those games.
You never played a Ghost Recon game, really?
I am like strictly a
I'm moving up.
FPS. I take out enemies
Can you
from
mark
Call of
some of these
Duty
guys?
player.
Third-person shooters are really fun.
I mean, I played a lot of Gal.
Yeah.
So that's their tablet player up above. I mean, they
Right.
always show
Yeah,
like
you can
tablet player.
jump into the game via mobile.
I don't really think people are going to be playing on their tablet.
The what was it? The Microsoft what's the name of that?
There's a guy right behind me.
Surface.
Surface, yeah.
I mean, I'm not a tablet guy.
No, what there's the name of the functionality that you can like go cross between like use like your tablet to control your TV and stuff like that.
I forget.
Silverlight, something like that.
I guess that sounds familiar. Like it looks beautiful when you're shooting the car and everything. Like how the bullets impact it is like nothing I've ever seen. So this last guy is the elite. You can tell he's an absolute badass with that chain gun or something. Here is like that stun. Like look at the little stun grenade thing. He rolls out. It like explodes like fireworks, stuns the guy, and then they just light him up. And you'll see right here when they kill him, see that little orange marker right there? That shows that there's a loot there, like a legendary or the
God,
highest
this
level
game
loot.
looks so sick. Can you just come out already?
I know, and this was a game that really people thought would come out in the first few months of the new console coming out.
No, you
Now
got
it's been
delayed,
and it's not even until mid 2016 now. I mean, that's really all we. I mean, that's really all we have to
That
show.
looks beautiful.
There's more of it, but game looks incredible. Views of the bridges outside of New York, all great stuff overall. A game that I feel like is a must purchase.
Oh, 100% a must buy.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I think you're missing out. Like it can be horrible, and I'm still gonna buy it.
So
Hey, a game we talked about that wasn't actually, didn't talk about, that's actually just kind of coming to my head now. We can actually just leave this up for a little bit just in case people missed it, but do you think we see a Watch Dogs 2?
I think that's Ubisoft centered. I think Ubisoft would announce that at their own conference.
Probably, but
because I think Ubisoft comes after Xbox.
do you think we see Watch
mean-
Dogs 2 at this event? Or at least a teaser for it?
Possibly, but like now that we're on the topic of failed game launches, that one was rough to say the least.
Boom.
I mean,
You know what game was sick by Ubisoft back in the day? Prince of Persia. You ever play those games?
Prince
Oh,
of
of course.
Persia, oh my god. But like, Watch Dogs. Remember how much hype was centered around that game? Like
Oh yeah,
years in advance, we were
it
this
was
is gonna
like
be the biggest game.
this is the
launch in-
GTA killer. It's gonna be
Yeah.
the best game ever.
And
yeah.
then all this time, like, yes, they show this gameplay here, but what are they playing on? How much does this take to run this at this
Just
graphics
so
difficulty?
sick.
Like, it looks incredible, but the same thing happened with Watch Dogs.
This map system is nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's the entire, isn't it like all 5 boroughs of New York you play in?
Yep.
Every
What?
single street? Yeah, it's ridiculous how massive this game
Yeah, I
probably
mean,
will be.
just look at the smoke, too, like, graphically. I mean, it's just such a
Is
crazy...
it? I believe this might be the footage they showed off at last year's E3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is exactly what that is. This has been around for a long time. If we actually skip forward a little bit in the video, we'll get more to the combat in the police station. Yeah, this is
Right
it
about here,
This
yeah.
is perfect. So here you'll see him like dynamically close. Like it looks so cool. It's so minuscule, but it looks awesome.
So this is PvE. Do you think there's gonna be PvP in this?
Well, it's like an open world, is what I'm thinking. So basically, yes, they're fighting.
I
like,
believe it
bots.
almost works like H1Z1 where...
Yeah, but then you'll come across real people.
Right, you'll come across real people that you can fight.
Yeah.
And then there's bots.
Okay, that's
Watch
cool.
how he closes this door. Oh, so beautiful.
That was pretty cool.
This is sick, though. You can... I remember watching this.
Shoot out the tires and the car
Yeah.
lowers.
And then the bots run away because the tire fell down. That's really cool.
This game is The Division.
Really something that I feel like everyone's gonna have to experience. If they do this right, do you think this can be hailed as one of the
This will 100%.
best new IPs in
100%.
recent
This
history?
will sell console 100%.
This sells consoles. If they release this game and it looks like this and it plays like this is something that somebody says, okay, I need to go buy this.
Yeah. Here's
Play
that little
this.
drone thing again. I've seen this gameplay so many times and I'm so excited for this game. Watch this. It like rolls out and then just blows the guy up. So sick. Watch how the sign gets riddled with bullet holes up here when he winds up shooting above. Even the car, too.
Even the car's getting destroyed. Yeah.
But they light up the sign and he winds up like, I think this guy winds up hiding behind it, this AI. Yeah. And just look at the sunlight that pierces through it. It's like nothing I've ever seen.
It's pointed out by a drone. And
Look at that.
oh,
So
is
that drone
sick.
in the sky, that's controlled by a tablet.
Yeah, apparently
So,
the guy's name is
yeah,
Chris.
you can jump on any tablet, download the app that goes with this game, log on, and you see where all your friends are
Yeah.
in the world, and you can jump into their game.
Absolutely. Now they're inside this police station now. They wind up going to see if they can find loot. The game looks really just absolutely impeccable. Wonder how much customization will be in the game. Hopefully it's super in-depth. I love in-depth things. I love building a character to the point where you feel like it's your own. Like you feel like I can be proud of this guy. You know what I'm saying? That's my big thing.
Kind of like a little more in depth in like the Destiny character building, like as far as like skill trees and stuff like that, and subclasses. Or
Yeah, I think they have an opportunity to do that. But let's be real here. Ubisoft has had some shaky launches as of late, and some people have been doubting them as
Unity
overall. Yeah,
Assassin's Creed Unity was pretty shaky.
and with their decisions on DLCs and kind of microtransactions, wondering if this can kind of rebuild some of their.
It was so bad they released Black Flag, the 4th game, for free with the game, right?
Was it? I don't
I
know.
believe there was an Assassin's Creed Unity where you got Unity and then Black Flag for free.
I mean, honestly, if they struggled that hard, it probably is. So this is them inside the police station. You kind of see how the game will overall feel pretty desolate.
And I love that the HUD is, like, you have all the information on your screen at all times, but it's not invasive.
Really minimal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you haven't, have you played the Advanced Warfare campaign?
No.
Okay, well the HUD is all on like the butt of your gun, like when you're playing. So it's
And you see
just
this
like
is
that.
like, he's acquiring a new weapon.
That is sick.
But now this is so old that this could be completely changed at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like this could.
This is a
could
year
look
old
different.
already.
So now this is where the PvP comes into effect. So let's listen to what they say exactly here.
We should go over that later. Alright, extracting. Got about 90 seconds.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's another group of players. Brace for PvP.
You guys ready?
Hear that?
That is sick.
Another group of players.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's another group of players. Brace for PvP.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
You can go
All
back
right,
to
yeah,
this.
come on, this.
That was the Division. Looks absolutely nuts. I think we
Yep.
definitely see some more of that at E3 this year. I know. I'm going to be excited to check
Yep.
that out.
Absolutely. So that was a look at really the major Xbox things we're looking forward to. We could sum it up
Yes.
in 3 points. What do you think are the 3 things we're mainly looking for?
I-
Halo 5
I'm gonna be looking
Guardians
at
and
Halo.
Gears?
I'm
Like,
gonna
is
be
this
looking at
one?
I'm gonna be looking at Halo and Gears like first party
Yeah.
stuff. Probably a whole UI overhaul, and then they announced the 1 terabyte console, but probably gonna want some more.
Or
of
maybe
that as
just
well.
like some new, IPs.
Right.
I mean, we covered, we the ones we know of, but as a whole another third area, just new stuff that will really bring the Xbox One to the next level. So
Yeah.
that's a look at Microsoft and Xbox One. That conference happens Monday.
Yes.
First thing in the morning. That'll be the first conference of the day, I
I
believe.
think it starts at noon East Coast.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be covering that one on the ESR, but going up against Microsoft as a conference later that night, that's going to be Sony with the PS4. After this quick commercial break, we'll be back to talk about them.